Hey, I'm the classical composer and poet Andrew Lloyd Fry, and this is an analysis of Sufjan Stevens' song called Chicago. And the question I want to ask or evaluate is what makes this song so irresistible? It's just you. It's like a song that you hear it and you like it. And I wanted to break down. I think there's three things that he's doing musically that make this so effective. So I wanted to go into all three of those. So we'll talk about the harmony and specifically what he's doing with the chords, his use of orchestration, and then his melodic content. So let's start with orchestration. So a couple things off the bat. It's just very fresh and notable with his expanded use of instruments that aren't normally like common in pop music. And in this piece, so the vibraphone is really prominent in the strings. I think the vibraphone actually is a big piece of what gives this like its brighter flavor, and just it feels like it's kind of taking you somewhere else. And I think the vibraphone goes a long way in doing that. The other thing, super simple orchestration technique, he just keeps going from big to small, and that's really easy. You don't even have to have like a bunch of instruments to do that. You can do that in like a normal kind of pop setting, but just that contrast. Oh, a lot of things are playing. We're at fortissimo. Okay, now we're going down to piano, quiet. And then it just, that contrast, he does that over and over, and it's really effective. Super simple, but it works. Okay, let's talk about the chords. So it's pretty consistent throughout. D major, A minor, C major, and G major. Now what's really interesting about these chords is their modal. So D is our home chord. Like this is our starting point, and this is like the chord most of rest. But we're not in D major. We're using chords that are all found in the key of G. So if we were in D major, the expected chord would be A major. But he does this. So it's this would be D mixolydian, which, just a very simple way of saying that is D is our home chord. Everything's revolving around D. That's like our home base. But the chords we're using are all from the G scale. And this A minor is kind of the main chord that's putting us in that place, because the other chords, or no, also the C. The A and the C have the C natural. So the difference between the key of G and the key of D is the C natural. That's the only thing that's different. And both of those have that. So it just gives it, I'm going to play through it again, this really great flavor. And it's both simple and fresh at the same time. And if he was just in the key of D and what you would expect, I think this song would not be half as good. So modal harmony is, I think, this huge untapped area in music that's just not used nearly as much as it could. And it's so great because it's just fresh. And it's, a lot of harmony chord stuff, it's very similar. And this is, it's got enough similarity and it can still be very simple, but it's just got that fresh sound. Okay, so if we look at the melody, third element that I think makes this song really strong. Let's see, wrong note. Okay, so let's talk about that. That's kind of like the first section. So first off, there's this idea of you can kind of like test a melodic statement by isolating it. And strong melodic statements will still sound good when they're isolated. And and if you kind of strip away everything else that's interesting, how does this stand alone? And there's a lot of songs where it's like, if you do that, it's like, you know, it's just like, that's not strong, moving, musical, melodic material. And when we strip this away, you can clearly, it's like, okay, that's a strong melody. Now, there's something interesting going on where he's got like idea A and then idea B. So idea A is, and idea B is, so he does idea A, idea B, idea A, idea B. Then, if he just kept doing that, it's like one more repeat would have been too much. But then he goes to idea C, and then idea B. So it's this perfect balance of new content and familiar at the same time. So it's like idea A, idea B, idea A, idea B, C, B, C, B. And this thing, that's this glue that holds this melody together. It's like that thing just like keeps coming back, but the other thing is changing, which is, yeah, again, it's just like that perfect balance of new material and familiar, and that's what you want, that those to go together. Now, the last thing I wanted to talk about is Sufjan uses a lot of like pentatonic types of scales, and it's not happening 100% on this, but a lot of it is. So it's like I talked about, we're in modal harmony, so like D is our home point, but he does this thing where he's like, D is our home chord, but his melodies are revolving around the G pentatonic scale instead of the D pentatonic scale. So it's, I'm just gonna make something up, but it's like, it's such a Sufjan sound. I'm just kind of doodling around, but you can hear how the G pentatonic scale with those D Mixolydian chords, it just sounds so great. I mean, it's just like you could do anything and it sounds good. And he does that all the time. Like, it's almost like he's never not, that's just one of his main things he's doing a lot, and it sounds so good. All right, thank you for watching this analysis of Chicago. See you later.